Living in Britain means embracing the wonderfully odd. The little habits that outsiders call strange are the same ones that quietly define who we are. The queue, the tea break, the biscuit dunk, the half-hearted barbecue under grey skies. If you were raised on milk bottles, sorry for everything, and a Sunday roast that could feed an army, then these 21 things will feel less like a list and more like a family album. So put the kettle on, settle in, and let's remember what makes Britain beautifully, unmistakably itself. Number 1. The sacred queue. Nowhere else in the world does a simple line mean so much. We queue for buses, post offices, and even the ice cream van. In the rain, with quiet dignity. It's not about efficiency, it's about fairness, order, and shared respect for unspoken rules. You stand at precisely an arm's length behind the person in front. No eye contact, no cutting in. If someone dares to skip ahead, they won't get shouted at, just met with a chorus of pointed sighs and polite outrage. It's a dance of patience that binds us all together. During the war, rationing taught everyone to wait their turn. That spirit never left. Even today, when self-checkouts bark at us to remove the item, we still form a perfect queue, just in case. Number 2. Talking about the weather, constantly. Our national conversation. It isn't really about clouds or rain, it's about connection. A safe way to speak to a stranger without revealing anything personal. It's a bit brisk this morning, could do with a bit of sun. It opens doors, fills awkward silences, and softens commutes. And because British weather changes 6 times a day, we'll never run out of things to say. When the heat wave hits, we melt dramatically. When it snows, we panic and photograph it. When it rains, well, we just call it Tuesday. The weather is our small talk, our big talk, and sometimes our only talk. Number 3. The kettle and the national tea break. If there's one sound that defines a British home, it's the gentle click of the kettle. Boil, pour, brew, sip. We drink around 100 million cups of tea every single day. There's a ritual to it. The mug warmed first, the tea bag left to steep, the milk added only after the right color appears. Too pale and it's dishwater. Too dark and it's builder's strength. We joke about it, but everyone has their exact way, and they're all right, apparently. In the 60s, a tea break was mandatory at work. The kettle went on, and conversation followed. It wasn't about caffeine, it was about pausing together. Today, even with fancy machines and office pods, the phrase, "I'll put the kettle on," still means, let's have a proper chat. Number 4. The Sunday roast ritual. The heart of the week. From childhood, you learned that Sunday meant the smell of meat, potatoes, and gravy wafting through the house by noon. Each family swears their roast potatoes are the best. Mum's secret? Goose fat. Gran's? Shaking them twice before they go in. Yorkshire puddings rise like golden balloons. The gravy is made from the roasting tin, stirred with a wooden spoon older than you. Dinner's ready by 3, just late enough to ruin lunch and too early for tea. It's chaos, but it's home. Even now, when Deliveroo brings everything else, a proper roast means family, warmth, and a kitchen too hot to breathe in. Number 5. The pub as the village hall. Every community has its local. A low ceiling, the smell of ale, the soft crack of a dart hitting cork. You can walk in alone and leave knowing someone's dog's name, someone's bad knee, and someone's story from 1974. The pub is where friendships start, where grief softens, and where we all cheer the same hopeless football team. Buy a round, mind your turn, and don't take the last pickled egg. Some pubs have stood for centuries, through wars, coronations, and power cuts. It's more than a bar, it's Britain's living room. Number 6. Fish, chips, and the humble chip butty. Hot, greasy perfection wrapped in paper. The smell alone could guide you home. Vinegar hits the air. Salt clings to your fingers. You sit on a cold bench by the sea, and suddenly the world makes sense again. And then there's the chip butty, chips between slices of buttered white bread. Soft, crispy, salty, simple. It's nonsense and genius at the same time. People abroad call it odd. We call it lunch. Number 7. Dunking biscuits in tea. A ritual older than most of our appliances. There's real science to it. The right temperature, the right timing, the right biscuit. Custard creams collapse too soon. Hobnobs could survive a flood. We've all mourned the one that slipped away, sinking to the bottom of the mug. It's a small moment of joy. Quiet, familiar, and utterly British. Because tea and biscuits aren't just a snack, they're comfort disguised as routine. Number 8. Saying sorry for everything. We say sorry when someone else bumps into us, when the door doesn't open, when the lift stops at the wrong floor. Sorry doesn't mean regret. It means let's keep things calm. It's oil for the social machine. Polite, self-deprecating, endlessly useful. We'd rather apologize than cause a fuss. It's the national safety valve that keeps us all from shouting. Number 9. Separate hot and cold taps. Every tourist asks why. Every Brit shrugs. It's tradition, it's plumbing, it's madness, and yet we keep them. You either freeze your hands or scald them. There's no middle ground. That's how you know you're home. We could install mixer taps, but honestly, where's the fun in that? Number 10. School uniforms and rainy mornings. Blazers too big, shoes too shiny, and collars that never sit right. The British school uniform is as much about identity as education. It made us equal, or at least equally uncomfortable. Parents remember the smell of wet wool on a rainy day, or the sound of a bell echoing across a playground of grey concrete and bright laughter. Even decades later, seeing children in the same colors triggers a wave of nostalgia, the innocent discipline of another era. Number 11. Milk on the doorstep. The gentle clink of bottles in the early light. You'd hear it from your bed, half asleep, then find them lined up with silver tops catching the sun. Sometimes, the blue tits got there first, a tiny peck through the foil, a sip of cream gone missing. The milkman wasn't just a delivery driver. He was part of the street. He knew who was away, who needed help, and when to knock twice. Plastic made things cheaper, but glass made them personal. Number 12. Bank holidays and British chaos. 8 times a year, the entire country has the same idea. Go out. The result? Traffic jams, overfilled parks, and someone grilling sausages in the drizzle. We do it every time, and every time we say, never again. But we do, because a bank holiday is the promise of freedom, even if it's just a different view of the same rain. Number 13. Roundabouts and polite driving. We invented them, then made far too many, but they work, mostly. Everyone hesitates just enough to let everyone else go first. It's chaos powered by courtesy. Visitors panic, locals glide, and when you finally master the magic roundabout in Swindon, you feel like you've achieved enlightenment. Number 14. Pantomime at Christmas. The lights dim, the dame struts out. "He's behind you!" the children scream, and the adults join in because that's half the fun. There's singing, shouting, and jokes that only make sense because they don't. It's tradition, absurdity, and family all rolled into one. Even the grumpiest uncle cracks a smile when the villain slips on the custard pie. Number 15. Christmas crackers and paper crowns. The snap, the groan-worthy joke, the tiny toy that breaks before dessert, and then everyone wearing the same crumpled paper crown. It's not about the joke or the prize, it's about the moment, the laughter that bridges generations. You can't stage it, you can only feel it. Number 16. Red phone boxes that won't die. Once essential, now symbolic. There used to be 70,000. Now only a handful still work. But we can't let them go. We repaint them, repurpose them, even protect them by law. Some are tiny libraries. Some hold defibrillators. All of them say, "This is Britain." Even when your mobile has full signal, you still stop to take a photo. Number 17. Royal mugs and commemorative clutter. A wedding, a coronation, a jubilee. Every shelf holds porcelain proof that we were there or wish we had been. The faces fade, the gold rubs off, but we still keep them because every cup is a story and every story feels worth keeping. It's not about value, it's about belonging. Number 18. Garden gnomes and suburban pride. They watch from flower beds, some cheerful, some mischievous. Gnomes started as German imports, but we made them ours. Each one tells you something about the owner, whimsical, stubborn, or proudly eccentric. The British garden is theatre, tidy lawns, bright borders, and a cup of tea at the end of it all, and somewhere in that green patch, a small gnome keeps guard. Number 19. Passive-aggressive notes. The British way of expressing fury, quietly in writing. Please refrain from leaving bins here. Kindly do not use my milk. We sign off with thank you to soften the blow, then pretend not to care who it's for. It's confrontation at a safe distance, a form of art we perfected. Number 20. Village cricket on slow summer days. The ball arcs lazily through the air. White shirts shimmer against green grass. Someone brings sandwiches, someone keeps score, and someone always forgets who's batting next. It's a sport where nothing happens for hours, then everything at once. You don't need to love cricket to love the sound of it, polite applause, a murmur of voices, and the clink of teacups in the pavilion. Number 21. Cheese rolling and other heroic nonsense. Only in Britain would running full speed down a near vertical hill after a wheel of cheese make sense. Broken bones, bruised pride, and roaring laughter, all part of the fun. It's chaos disguised as tradition. We also throw wellies, snorkel in bogs, and hold contests for pulling faces through wooden frames. It's collective silliness, proof that joy doesn't need to make sense. From the queue to the kettle, from Sunday roasts to soggy bank holidays, these are the threads that hold us together. They might seem strange to outsiders, but to us, they're simply life. They remind us that home isn't perfect. It's peculiar, warm, and shared. So tell me, which one do you still cherish most? The sound of the milkman, the smell of a roast, or the quiet pride of standing in line? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, keep your tea hot, your biscuits ready, and carry on being beautifully British.